Hi, I'm Amy Moskowitz, the Reference Manager at the Haverford Township Free Library. Today I'm going to discuss a smart, thoughtful, and timely exploration of two sisters' lives from the 1950s to the present as they struggle to find their places and be true to themselves in a rapidly evolving world. Mrs. Everything by Jennifer Weiner. This novel looks to answer the questions, do we change or does the world change us? And how should a woman be in the world? In it, we meet Jo and Bethy Kaufman, growing up in the Dick and Jane 1950s Detroit. Jo, the little tomboy, and Bethy, the perfect pretty good girl, grow and survive traumas and turbulent 1960s, and life begins to look nothing like what either girl had imagined. While their bond is strong, life pulls the girls in very different directions. And as we follow them through their teen and adult years, we wonder if any woman can be or have everything. This novel has been called Weiner's most ambitious novel yet. It tackles issues such as substance abuse, sexuality, rape, abortion, cancer, eating disorders, and incest, just to name a few. It definitely doesn't go light on the political. Through Jo and Bethy's lives from the 50s to current day, we see the social and political landscapes of what life has been like for women, and at times it was uncomfortable or bleak. But it was also hopeful. The character of Jo is loosely based on Weiner's own mother and her journey of self-exploration and acceptance. But Weiner not only wanted to write about her mother, but about all women. She said, quote, I wanted to look at what America was like for women in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s. Let's look at all the expectations and restrictions and judgment that shaped women's choices for so long. And let's look at where we started, and let's look at where we've gotten. And let's look into the future and really ask ourselves, are things better? Are we more free? Do we have more choices? And what still needs to change? Unquote. Publishers Weekly, in a starred review, noted, quote, Weiner tugs every heartstring with this vivid tale. Her expert handling of difficult subjects will force readers to examine their own beliefs and consider unexpected nuances, unquote. While Kirkus Review called it, quote, a poignant reminder of both the strides women have made since the 1950s and the barriers that still hold them back. An ambitious look at how women's roles have changed and stayed the same over the last 70 years, unquote. Good Housekeeping just called it, quote, simply unputdownable, unquote. Weiner's other novels include Good in Bed, In Her Shoes, and her newest bestseller, Big Summer. There was nothing I didn't like about this book. From the way it was written to the array of topics that it keenly covered, I thought Weiner was at the top of her game. I think if you're already a fan of Weiner's, you'll love this book, and if not, it'll make you a fan. Similarly, if you liked Elizabeth Gilbert's City of Girls, or Ellen Hilderbrand's Summer of '69, or even Meg Wolitzer's The Female Persuasion, you'll probably like Mrs. Everything as well. I know I did. Try it out and come back next week for even more recommendations. Thanks.